मैं समय हूँ। मेरा जन्म सृष्टि के निर्माण के साथ हुआ था। मैं पिछले युगों में थी, इस युग में हूँ और आने वाले कई युगों में रहूंगी। मैं इस संसार के सभी सुखद और दुखद घटनाओं की साक्षी रही हूँ। मैं समय हूँ, इसीलिए पक्षपात नहीं करती। परिवर्तन प्रकृति का नियम है। जो समय के साथ बदलते नहीं, समय उन्हें बदल देता है। परंतु इस संसार में कुछ ऐसा है जो पर्वत सा अटल है। यह एक ऐसा संबंध है जिसने इतिहास की काया पलट दी, जिसने जाति और धर्म के भेदभाव से उठकर हमें उच्च जीवन की परिकाष्ठा दी है। क्या आप जानते हैं यह कौन सा रिश्ता है? जी हाँ, यह है गुरु शिष्य का संबंध। गुरुर् ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरा गुरुर् साक्षात परक ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। गुरु हमारी संस्कृति में सदैव पूजनीय माने गए हैं। इन्हीं के मार्गदर्शन से इस जगत के हर मनुष्य को सही दिशा मिलती है। आइए मैं आपको इस सदी के एक विद्यालय में ले चलती हूँ जिसका नाम है आनंदालय। आज यहाँ के विद्यार्थी शिक्षक दिन के निमित्त अपने गुरुओं का अभिवादन करने जा रहे हैं। इस शुभ अवसर पर मैं मनुष्य रूप में इस कार्यक्रम में हिस्सा लेने जा रही हूँ। चलिए इसमें सहभागी होते हैं।
Principal Sir, Shri Pawan Kumar Sharma, to please come forward and light the lamp. Vice Principal Sir, Tejas Sir. Teachers Day program. Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, teachers. Let us start today's program with the echo of a melodious song for our beloved teachers that expresses our feeling of love towards them.
नन्हे से कदम लेकर जब आए पहली बार नन्हे से कदम लेकर जब आए पहली बार थामी हमारी उंगली उंगली जड़ को हमारा प्यार तो बोलो गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरु देवो महेश्वरा गुरु साक्षात् परम ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः
Thank you for filling the air with this bliss. Honey, I'm sure everyone knows why we celebrate Teachers' Day.
Yes, today is the 133rd birth anniversary of the pioneer teacher Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan.
Did you know, on one such of his birthday, his students and friends requested him to allow them to celebrate it. But in reply, Dr. Radhakrishnan said that instead of celebrating my birthday separately, it would be a privilege if 5th September is observed as Teachers' Day. He said, and I quote, "Teachers lay the foundation of a civilized and progressive society. Their dedicated work and the pain they encounter to ensure that the students turn out to be enlightened citizens deserves high recognition."
Thank you, Radha, for that quick trivia.
Well, our school teachers believe in practical demonstration of every bit of knowledge delivered. So we won't stop on mere trivia. So let's witness an anecdote from his life by our class 12 students.
At Maharaja College, Mysore, a stage is set up and a student is giving a farewell speech to their teacher, none other than Mr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan.
Sir, we are sad to hear about your leaving, but on the brighter side, we know that there are more students who need your comfort, words, and teachings. Let us take this opportunity to thank you, sir, because you have successfully completed your mission. Thank you for making our lives brighter.
Thank you, students. Thank you for everything. It has been such a pleasure having to teach a batch like yours. A teacher can help open the door for you, but you must enter it yourself. I wish all of you success in life. I would have loved to spend more time with you, though I need to head to the Mysore railway station for my trip.
Sir, we have arranged a horse cart for you so that you reach the station safely.
Thank you, students. Thank you so much.
Outside the college,
Here is the card for you. We have decorated it extravagantly for our special teacher. We have been working on it since a week. We hope your ride to the station is a comfortable one. You can board the cart, sir.
The, the cart definitely looks lavish and grand, as expected from my students. But where's the horse?
Take a seat in the cart, sir. You will get your answers.
What are all of you doing?
We will be pulling your cart for you today, sir. You have guided us towards our goal in life.
You have helped us out of many tough situations and always helped us steer clear of the hurdles we faced during our education.
This is the least we can do for you, sir.
Facet. The current world is also adopting changes and improvements. Our teachers play an integral role in this constructive change. Education has transformed during the pandemic. We all have come out stronger and better prepared from this global challenge. In these tough times, it was our school authorities and teachers who kept the knowledge rolling and the quality of education top notch. So let's have Krishna and Shimul from 12th to throw some light on this topic.
Recently, my friend.
A random person approaches Chanakya, known for his great wisdom and knowledge.
Received from them made us feel so special and blessed. Talking to them, we also got to know about the merits and demerits of they face during online teaching. Later on, we also talked with some of our friends and their siblings to know about their experience for the same. Online education started as a compulsion. Adjustment was hard initially from both the sides. Even during these tough times, neither did the teacher stop teaching, nor did the students stop learning. As the days pass, we see that there is a positive side to every situation. The teacher in the pre-primary definitely miss their tiny tots, but at the same time, the involvement of the parents has increased. They spend more time with the little ones, helping them doing activities, telling them stories, playing games, etc. This in turn has affected the development of the child. Coming to the higher classes, the teachers feel that they are able to provide the students with more material both quantitatively and qualitatively. Showing diagrams, structures, shapes is much easier and efficient now. Doubts are easily solved during these visuals. Talking about the co-curriculars, our school has made it possible to conduct celebration of events online with the same enthusiastic participation from the students and alongside the valuable inputs from the teachers. Speaking from the students' point of view now, they save a lot of time they initially used to spend commuting. They have access to a wider range of materials at their fingertips, as well as get to stay at a very comfortable place throughout the day. The younger ones love their co-curricular periods like art, craft, music, etc., even in online mode, and follow the teacher's instructions very efficiently.
But every coin has two sides. Online education was indeed made extremely efficient with the tireless efforts of the teachers and the support staff. We can even safely say that towards the end, online education had become almost as efficient as offline education, if not more. However, there are certain setbacks which online education can never really overcome. Most of the teachers we spoke to give similar views. Network issue being the number one menace. During screen sharing, the teachers don't realize when their network is lost. Other than that, as there is no physical contact between the teachers and the students, teachers are unable to see our facial expressions. Our teachers rely more than we think on our facial expressions to judge whether we have understood or not. And with online education, they don't have this privilege. Our teachers also constantly reminded us during our online classes that we have more responsibility on our shoulders than we would have had otherwise. They are not at a constant beck and call like they would have been during physical school. Speaking from a student's point of view, online education has certain drawbacks too. The teaching learning transaction faces obstacles when online. We are used to a certain system, the conventional blackboard teaching, which we cannot see the comfort of during online schooling. Apart from academics, it's the overall experience of the school environment which all of us are now craving. The lunch break chitter chatter, the laughter, the interaction, and of course, the very dear games period. So, as we saw, this mode of education has its perks and cons, but in the end, it all trickles down to our individual efforts. We are some of the fortunate students of the country who are in a school where our teachers are able to provide us an education, and for that, we are eternally grateful. The situation is a helpless one, an uncertain one, and we must pray for better times. So, on this day, dedicated to our teachers who have put in hard work, endless time, painstaking efforts, and dedication, let us express our gratitude and appreciation to them. Happy
Happy
Teachers
Teachers' Day.
Day to our teachers.
Thank you, Krishna and Shimul, for all that interesting insight. Honey, take a look back into history. Who do you think is the best example of an exemplary teacher?
So many great teachers have graced our land and nurtured the knowledge of our men. The great teacher, Chanakya, according to me, is the pioneer of pragmatic teachings.
I agree, honey. So let's show the audience an anecdote from his life now.
A random person approaches Chanakya, known for his great wisdom and knowledge.
Do you know, just a while ago I heard few things about your friend.
Before I listen to what you have to say, let us test it.
Okay, so what is this test?
In this test, there are 3 steps. The first test is of truthfulness. Is it sure that whatever you are going to say is true?
No, I have heard it from somewhere else.
If you don't know whether is it true or not, we will do another test. The second test is for goodness. Are you going to tell me something good about my friend?
Actually, it's quite opposite to it.
Then whatever you are going to say is not true, is not positive about me, then let's do the third test. The third test is of usefulness. Whatever you are going to tell me, is that useful to me?
No, it's not that useful.
Whatever you are supposed to tell me is not true, is not positive, and is also not useful for me, then why do you want to tell it to me? Any information must be checked on these 3 parameters of truthfulness, goodness, and usefulness.
That was indeed a fabulous illustration.
I agree. Dance has always been an integral part of our culture. Did you know that the 8 classical dances of India are rich, complex oral traditions that have been handed down from teacher to disciple for centuries, making this teacher to disciple relation integral to the performance and practice? So, to show their gratitude through dance, we have in front of us the talented girls of 12th standard.
mesmerizing performance girls. Radha, which other Guru Shishya pair can you recall that changed the world?
Let me think. Yes, Aristotle and Alexander.
Yes, definitely. That pair changed the face of the world.
Exactly. So now, let us see their relationship from this anecdote.
Throughout the course of history, there have been many instances where teachers have inspired and driven their students onto the path of greatness. The first is a tale of one of the greatest conquerors of all time, Alexander the Great. While history around him is still complex, his ambitions and hunger to achieve success was undeniable. But it was none other than his teacher, Aristotle, who shaped his thinking and inspired him to strive for excellence. The scene opens with Alexander, clad in military robes, paying his obeisance to his teacher before he leaves for Sparta, a Greek province.
Sir, I come to seek your blessings as I embark on the expedition to Sparta.
The only pursuit in life is excellence and greatness, Alexander. If war is a means to achieve it, then may victory be yours.
I shall be the king of Greece, Sparta, and Athens, as all of them are within my grasp.
Far, far beyond the land of Greece lie mysterious lands with treasure abound. You shall be emperor of the world. Go, son, fulfill your destiny.
Victory shall be mine.
Thank you for the immersive storytelling. Evolution is the second nature of everything that lives. Education follows the suit. So let's have some of our class 12 students to speak about the same in detail.
Well, very good morning to everyone. I, Stutisha, with my teammates Nirjara Kithulikar, Aditi Vaishnav, and Stuti Punjabi, are going to take you all on a ride through the transition of education systems in India. To begin with, we had Gurukuls. The Gurukul education system was a form of residential education system where the students lived in a Gurukul, which was the home of the teacher or Acharya and served to be the center of education. The kernel of this education system lies in the principles of discipline and hard work. Students were expected to learn from their gurus and use their knowledge in practical life. The relationship that existed between the student and teacher is sacred, and it often didn't involve any formal payments but a Guru Dakshina that the student offered the teacher as a homage to their relentless support. This education system began in ancient times during the Vedic age when there was no particular form of formal education, but the learning was skill based and religiously rooted in Vedas, Puranas, and holy texts, which were an imperative guide for students to expand their horizon of knowledge. The Gurukul system of education is the epitome of Indian style of learning. This process of learning is being practiced since early ages in India. Gurukul has mythological connotations. Love Kush, the Pandavas, Prahlad, Arjun, and even Lord Krishna studied in a Gurukul. Even today, Gurukul holds significance as it is known to develop the students holistically. I'd now like to give the floor to Nirjara to proceed further with religious temples.
Churches, mosques, synagogues, and temples. Each religion comes alive in its place of worship, but some religious buildings are literally the center of their own faith. This light-hearted animation takes students on a journey to the holiest place of Hinduism, Christianity, Judaism, and Islam, explaining their history and significance in the process. This traditional learning is based on integration of intentional temple worship rituals with accelerated memorization from whole brain learning techniques while using breathing, synchronized with hand and finger movements. The universities of ancient India seamlessly combined mathematics with meditation, philosophy with music, and yoga with art, amongst many other interwoven diverse parts of the Sanskrit based curriculum. The ancient Vedic learning methods are non-linear, promote accelerated learning, and vastly improve memorization capacity. These methods have been practiced by generations of students to improve memory and preserve indigenous knowledge. Accelerated learning relies on breathing techniques. Children who studied in these parallel education systems feel deeply inspired by whole brain learning that brings about development of personality and graduation with values. Apparently, after this, the system shifted to traditional school. Now I welcome Aditi to continue with that.
The modern school system was brought to India, including the English language, originally by Lord Thomas Babington Macaulay in the 1830s. The curriculum was confined to modern subjects such as science and mathematics, and subjects like metaphysics and philosophy were considered unnecessary. Teaching was confined to classrooms and the link with nature was broken, as also the close relationship between the teacher and the student. Over the years, all the subjects were inculcated in the curriculum. Teachers could provide individual attention to the students, address their issues, and solve it quickly. Unfortunately, a pandemic hit us and we moved to online education system. I'd give the floor to Stuti Punjabi to continue with the same.
Is undertaken remotely and on digital platforms. Online schooling has been an important tool to sustain skills development during school closures. In the online environment, the student and teacher collaborates to create a dynamic learning experience. Every student has a different learning journey and a different learning style. Some students are visual learners, while some students prefer to learn through audio. The online learning system, with its range of options and resources, can be personalized in many ways. It is the best way to create a perfect learning environment suited to the needs of each student. I would now like to hand over the program to Aditi.
Throughout these changes in education systems of India, the teachers have played the most crucial role. They are the backbone of educational institutions and the society. We learn a lot of lessons about our subjects and our life in school through teachers. No matter how much gratitude we present, I'm sure it's always less than the infinite amount of efforts our teachers put in. They support us, understand us, and make us feel like a family. On this occasion, I would like to thank all the teachers for everything we've learned and every effort they have made. Wishing you all a very happy Teachers' Day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, all of you. I think, Radha, now is the time for the most celebrated Guru Shishya pair to be presented.
Yes, honey, I have been waiting for this too. This anecdote remains one of the greatest examples of the power the Guru has in his or her Shishya's life. So, without any further delay, let's have our final anecdote on Arjun and Dronacharya.
Possibly one of the most famous student-teacher pair in Indian mythology and history are Arjuna and Dronacharya. They need no introduction. The scene opens in Hastinapur. During the night time, Dronacharya hears the twanging of a bowstring. Wondering who was shooting, he went to investigate. He saw a dark outline, but recognized it was his favorite pupil Arjuna, who was practicing. Dronacharya, disturbed in his sleep, was a bit irritated.
What are you doing? Guruji, I am practicing archery. I can see that, but why are you doing that so late at night?
Forgive me, O Guruji, for having woken you up at this late hour. But when I was having my dinner, the wind blew the lamp out. But that didn't stop me from eating. I was able to transfer the food from my plate to my mouth without spilling it. If I can do that, why can I not shoot in the dark?
Dronacharya is left stumped by the sheer determination of his student Arjuna. He doesn't have any words to appreciate him. The next day, Dronacharya planned a lesson for his archery students in the Royal Gurukul at Hastinapur. He placed a model bird on the tree and asked his students to take aim and shoot their arrows at the bird and ask them questions.
What do you see, Duryodhana?
I see the tree, the plants, the sky, and the bird's nest on the tree.
What do you see, Bhima?
Guruji, I see the bird's body, the flowers blooming on the tree.
And Arjun, what about you?
Guruji, I can only see the eye of the bird.
Dronacharya was overjoyed. His teaching methods had been successful. He was happy to have a disciplined and hardworking student like Arjuna, and Arjuna was happy to have an inspiring and innovative teacher.
That was indeed enchanting. Now, I would like to call upon one of our senior teachers, Krishna Kumar sir, to share his valuable thoughts.
Hello, am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm just going to present this. Can I present my screen? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, I hope this particular screen is, visible to you.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Yeah, see, I think everyone has memories. Okay, even I do have memories actually. I don't think I can forget my alma mater actually. I studied in a beautiful school in a beautiful place called Kendriya Vidyalaya, Arvind Kadu. Actually, it is in the Nilgiris. I'll just show you some photographs, okay, which probably, some of my friends have sent. Probably when I studied, there was no kind of, tensions associated with, getting a job. Probably, okay, why do we study? We studied, we played, okay, we enjoyed. Some of the photographs which I would like to share with you, okay. Of course, some new buildings have come up, and this is where I attended all my physics, chemistry, and biology practicals. This building actually, okay. And these are the set of teachers, probably many of them who have taught me, okay. Of course, I'm in touch with many of my teachers. I passed out my class 10 in 1984. There's a ground actually, the ground where we used to play football, cricket. And I remember actually when I took my leaving certificate from the school, I came to the ground, I was alone, all my friends had left. I sat in this particular place near this tree, okay, for an hour, because that's the last time probably I will be getting a chance to sit there. And I, of course, recalled all the good memories I had, okay. All those years spent in the school. This is the stadium where we used to have a sports day, the green lawn, what you see there. So every Teacher's Day, of course, I really think of going back to my school days, thinking about my teacher, thinking about my friends, which has probably shaped me. Okay. Your respected principal, Sir, Mr. Pawan Kumar Sharma, Vice Principal, Sir, Mr. Tejesh Kumar Desai, my colleagues, students and friends. Today, what I'm going to, speak about is about the business of living, actually. Now, why did I choose this particular topic is, the business of living is about, celebrating life. Okay, we need to be, aware that we are alive in this pandemic situation. Okay, we have lost so many good people, so many people we have lost whom we know, whom we love. Okay, so I thought I should probably tell you something about excelling, about winning actually. Now, look at the word here. Excel before you win. Okay. What is it? Because whenever somebody asks you actually, why are we doing this? Yes, we are doing this because we want to win. We want to probably succeed. That's what we say. But before you go out to win, actually, you need to sharpen your axe. Okay, you need to improve your speed, your skill. And that is actually given high priority, practice. than simply going out there to win. Okay? And it's not only that, whenever you compete to win, actually, we need to compete with worthy competition. In the country of the blind, the one-eyed man is the king. We all know that. And where none better exists, even the castor plant tries to pass off as a victory. See, you might just be a castor plant in the absence of worthy competition, okay? And glory is false. So this is about winning, about competing with worthy competition, and what is the next? Winning with fairness, integrity. Now, what do I mean by this? See, Duryodhan, actually, the eldest of Queen, Gandhari's 100 sons, had come to seek her blessings before the war, expecting that the mother will say, "May you return victorious." And when he was expecting that, what did the mother say? Gandhari said that, "May virtue remain undiminished and may it be the victory of the truth." See, her son was taken aback. Okay? But with these words, Gandhari underscored the importance of winning for a higher purpose, that is, winning with integrity. So, whenever we go out to win, actually, integrity is one factor which will be always with us. Okay? Now, the question is, what do we seek to win? Okay? Probably we say that probably when we win, we get prizes, we get awards. But it is not about winning prizes and awards. See, look at, a set of students representing a program there. Okay, we had the August 15th program, we had the July 11th program. Why you are all taking pains to present this program as students? It is not for prizes, it is not for awards, because prizes and awards do not always add up to recognition. It is about recognition, actually. Okay, you can win a prize or an award so many times, but recognition is more sustaining. Recognition is what precedes your arrival, and it comes from your own peers and competitors. I'm sure that after this program, so many teachers, so many of your friends are going to say, "Yeah, fantastic job, well done, we enjoyed." So that is recognition. Of course, nobody is going to give you a cup, nobody is going to give you a medal, nobody is going to give a prize, but you're doing it because you want to do. Okay? Apart from the, let us see what? Winning for a cause. Okay? What is this winning for a cause? See, unlike all the other kinds of winning for a cause takes a long time. Probably invariably ask the winner to survive a lot of obstacles. Like this is what Mahatma Gandhi, okay, Nelson Mandela experienced. Like Malala Yousafzai, Aung San Suu Kyi, okay. These are the people actually who had spent their lifetime winning for a cause, okay. And when they go out to win, they, realize that probably they have to overcome some certain adversity. Okay. Now, when we say overcoming, actually, adversities, let me give you a simple example of Aravind Eye Hospital, actually. Okay. Now, of course, Dr. Venkatappa Govindaswamy, he was the founder of Aravind, the world's largest eye hospital. And he was born to a poor family. As a young boy, okay, he was moved to see the death of women at childbirth. And what he resolved to become a doctor. And he joined the army as one. But what happened later, he contracted a rare form of, this rheumatoid, arthritis that twisted his fingers and toes badly out of shape. And of course, the army discharged him. But he did not take this, okay? He retrained himself as an ophthalmic surgeon. He retrained his crooked fingers to hold surgical instruments. He modified those instruments so that he can hold them. And after retirement, he started an 11-bed hospital, okay? Because he was moved by what he called as a needless blindness. So before he set out to win for a cause, he had to overcome his own adversity, without which Arvind would not have been a brand name, as you all hear now. Okay? Now, we have talked about winning for myself, as in prizes and awards, winning with others, as in recognition and respect, and winning for others. Okay? These are the and we have seen people, okay, all, I mean, kind of having winning for a particular, for themselves, with others, and winning for others. Now, one thing, whenever we set out to win, we must not lose sight of the well-being of a competitor. Okay, so winning requires ambition, practice, steadfastness, a competitive spirit, and flawless execution. See, everyone will tell you that for all these, you need to know your true strength. But apart from that, you should also know your weakness. Now, what is knowing about a weakness actually? We must acknowledge actually that, yes, with a grace. For example, if I'm a rabbit, it's not a good, idea to fly. And if I'm an eagle, I cannot expect that I should run like a horse there. So all of us are designed to deliver a purpose on this earth in this lifetime. And we need to deal with many adversities along the way. Probably we should not be weighed down, okay, by these limitations. We should try to overcome. Okay. And why sometimes we are frustrated? Of course, we are frustrated because it comes from a false, in a sense of false comparison. Okay, it probably leaves us with ingratitude, and it takes us away from the joy of celebration. Okay. And what is this particular ultimate winning? It is winning against the idea of winning, actually. See, all winning, as I told you earlier, requires excellent ambition, steadfastness, strategy, fair play, flawless execution. Now, the question is why these must surface only when there is reward and recognition? Why can't these define every moment of our lives? When we embrace the realization that they can in fact define every moment of life, we get to the ultimate state. And in this state, winning ceases to be external. The smallest win becomes as significant as the biggest win, regardless of probably what we are set out to do. We win all the way. In this process, we win by celebrating the spirit of winning, of which a key requirement is sharing our winning with others, speaking the spirit of winning in others, and finally giving the formula away. Okay, in probably in this ultimate state, okay, our work is reward, the competition is within us, the excellence is only path, and the joy is in giving it away. The success is about vision actually. It is the ability to rise above the immediacy of pain. It is about imagination. It's about sensitivity to small people. It is about building inclusion. It is about connectedness to a larger world existence. It's about personal tenacity. It's about giving back more to life than you take out of it. It is about creating extraordinary success with ordinary lives. It's been proved that success isn't always linked to inherited wealth, nepotism, and fancy degrees. And mind you, ethics will never go out of style. It will say, look at the Teachers' Day, the program which we have presented. See, when I was a student, okay, the tradition has not been lost actually. Of course, because of pandemic, we are not able to execute or give teaching classes to students. There also, I was asked to take classes, okay, and then we were given 2-3 subjects. One was science, and one was on language, and one either SS or maths or any other subject. But that over the years, in spite of 35 years, okay, the tradition is being still continued. Okay, so that gives us some values. Okay, it has been proved that whenever we succeed, okay, it is not just probably for the material luxuries which we may or may not attain, but it is the internalization process. Okay, it is we will have to feel that yes, we have done something for the society. Now you may, this is a Buddhist saying actually. At this time of where we are following the fake news, the media trying us to actually have an opinion, like Nietzsche, the German philosopher, has said, perhaps my dreams have been dreamt by me through the minds of others. Okay, same way, what they are trying to create, they're trying to create an opinion, okay, against your wishes, against your will. And this saying by Gautam Buddha will say, do not believe in anything simply because I've heard it. Do not believe in anything simply because it is spoken and rumored. Do not believe in anything because it is found written in your religious books. Do not believe in anything merely on the authority of your teachers and elders. Okay? Do not believe in traditions because they have been handed down for many generations. But after observation analysis, when you find that anything agrees with reason and is conducive to the good and benefit of one and all, then accept it and live up to it. Okay? But I believe it's not what you've lost that's important. What is important is what you've left. And the greatest joy is in celebrating that we are alive, we're kicking, and we have a long way to go. And on the auspicious occasion of Teachers' Day, I wish you all a very happy Teachers' Day and success ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your experience and for those inspiring words.
Now, I'd like to call upon Femi to present the vote of thanks. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Radha. Albert Einstein once said, "It is the supreme art of the teacher to awaken joy in creative expression and knowledge." We are here to celebrate this art and those artists. They are our beloved teachers. A warm morning to our respected principal sir, vice principal sir, teachers, parents, and all my dear friends. I, Femi Roni, on behalf of Anandalaya family, deem it a great honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this auspicious occasion of Teachers' Day 2021. First of all, I thank the Almighty for making today's occasion a successful event. I extend my sincere thanks to our Honorable Principal Sir, Shri Pavan Kumar Sharma, for his constant support and encouragement. I express my warm thanks to our respected Vice Principal Sir, Shri Tejas Kumar Desai, for providing unstinted support for this function. My heartfelt thanks to all the class teachers of Class 12 for their valuable guidance and encouragement in all our efforts. I would also like to thank Mr. Alpesh Shah, Mr. Neelkan Suthar, Mr. Poppadbai Prajapati, and Mr. Somendranath Sasmal for their tireless contribution throughout this event. I extend my gratitude to Krishna Kumar Sir for gracing the occasion and sharing his thoughts. I congratulate all the participants who have put in their efforts to make this program a grand success. I would also like to thank the support staff who have worked hard behind all the arrangements for this event. Above all, I thank all the audience who spared their precious time to grace our event. Last but not the least, I would like to thank everyone who have been associated with this event directly or indirectly to make it a resounding success. All good things come to an end. Although we have come to the end of this virtual celebration of Teachers' Day, the joy and memories of this day will linger on in our hearts. Thank you. Once again, wishing you all a very happy Teachers' Day. May I now request everyone to rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय जय
जय जय हे